Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
That's right, folks. I welcome you to the wonderful wizarding world of Hogwarts Legacy. Released back in 2023, this game was a storm to be reckoned with across the entire globe. It was Warner Bros. Games' best-selling title in the United States, by the way, at that time, and by early 2025, it had cleared over 34 million sales. That's literally like 1 million times 34. Needless to say, that is a big-ass number, but sales do not always correlate to what is good and what is not. So, I am here to get to the bottom of it. With all that being said, I want you to join me on my adventure through Hogwarts Legacy to answer the most important question of all. Was Hogwarts Legacy good? To properly answer that question, I will be assessing the gameplay, the story, the voice acting, and its overall replayability, so
I'm in. Let's do it.
starting off with the action side first, as the newest 5th year student at the school, you get a wide variety of spells to cycle through in your toolset. Naturally, you have Levioso, Incendio, and Accio, but you can also get some of that devil's magic, aka the unforgivable curses like Imperio or one of my favorites, Crucio, all of which can be assigned to the hotbar in any order that you prefer. Combat is all about cycling through your basic cast and various spells to not only break through the enemy's defense in certain battles, but also snap them up. You can blow them away, drag them back, freeze them, and then proceed to curse the living shit out of them too. It's a basic system that at times does its job well, but by the end of the game, I was sick of it. I hate how the quick slots revolve around R2 and the directional buttons, which are also used to assign said spell to that slot. I feel like the quick slots could have been handled in a better way alongside the variety of mechanics within the combat itself. By mechanics, I mean better synergy between spell combinations, large enemy pools, and at least some AoE finishers when using the ancient magic, even if it costs a few bars. That and a refined targeting system would have done wonders, but for this entry, I will let it slide. Speaking of slide, there is more to this tale than just combat. When you aren't blasting baddies into oblivion, you are free to roam around Hogwarts and its surrounding areas, such as the Forbidden Forest, Hogsmeade, and that lake that starts with the M word. Starting with Hogwarts, you can easily spend hours here alone attending class, looking for field guide pages, knocking out some side quests, cooking up potions, and decking out the room of requirements if you so fancy. It all feels larger than life, but at the same time kind of cozy because it's like you can finally live in the reality that was presented in the movies and the books. The other locations, such as Hogsmeade, also serve their purpose as a village is bussin'. You can find people all around and plenty of places to spend that gold. But outside of that, I do have to say that the world is, well, there. There are camps with baddies loitering all around, deep dark caves with hidden treasures, and collectibles such as chests. Ancient magic hotspots and Merlin trials are abundant, yet it all feels repetitive and generic. As someone who enjoyed games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Marvel's Spider-Man, or even Days Gone, I understand my view of a small open world like this one may not be everyone's cup of tea, and that is okay. But if you really dig the world, there are plenty of collectibles for you to get. Moving on to the story, you enter Hogwarts as a 5th year student, which for the plot, I believe, is to explain why you can learn all the spells that you do. Along the way, you get attacked by a dragon and end up in an old vault where your character can see traces of ancient magic. But naturally, there's also a bad guy who wants to use that power for more nefarious purposes, and his name is Ranrock. Fast forward to exploring the world, the story unfolds into completing 4 trials left by the keepers of the ancient magic to obtain access to the repository that Ranrock wants to get into as well. And like the clever little sneak he is, he gets in there right as you do, but absorbs the power, loses what little is left of his mind, and roll credits. You save the day and go back to attending Hogwarts as a normie student. Overall, the story is just there. The main point of it is to explain your OP powers and why you're in Hogwarts in the first place. The issue with this setup for me was how disjointed the story quests were, which made what should be a smooth experience into a roller coaster of side quests followed by story quests, all done in chunks. Voice acting wise, the main cast, including your character, is done quite well. I will say performances were solid all around for characters like Professor Fig.
Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Victor Rookwood.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
And naturally, Ranrock himself.
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
But to the poor soul who played Sebastian, maybe it was just his character, but I wanted to fight him.
Practice! It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Lastly, let's talk about its overall replayability. On the surface level, you're provided with all you need to keep the adventure going even after the main story concludes. As stated previously, plenty of collectibles such as the gear to change your appearance, wand skins, beasts for the vivarium, astronomy tables, Merlin trials, the list just goes on and on. But whether it is one series of collectibles or a dozen, it all boils down to it being fun or not. For me, most of these were just too repetitive to be considered fun after you have had your fair share of them. And with a clear time of 25 hours, I found this length to be just enough without it beginning to feel like a chore. With all of that being said here though, I believe it is now time to answer the most important question of all. Was Hogwarts Legacy good? Yes and no. If you are a fan of the series, then I can see it being a fever dream as it checks most of the boxes one could ever dream of experiencing. Oddly, what I've described to you thus far sounds like your typical and generic open world game, and by all means, it is. But there is a certain type of atmosphere that the game brings to Hogwarts or Hogsmeade that may be enough for those just wanting that authentic Harry Potter experience. To those who never got into the series and picked this game up on sale, well, your mileage may vary. But I have said enough here, so Hogwarts Legacy, please take it away.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?